Good evening, wrestling fans from the bowels of downtown Tokyo. This is the Forge the Four Tournament Night 2.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the Forge the Four Tournament. Entering the Forge, making their way to the ring from the Unified School of the Tiger style, accompanied by Spring Tiger, Tiger Boss 3, and the reigning and Wrestling League Grand Champion, Black Tiger Justice. Together they are, the Tiger Brothers.
And we are starting off with the AWL Grand Champion, who has not forgotten his tag team roots. Entering the ring alongside Tiger Mask 3, former AWL World's Tag Team Champions, currently holding the record for most title defenses of a single reign. That is 10 title defenses. They enter this tournament with one of the top 4 win-loss records from last season, looking to get back into the tag team title hunt. And of course, the winner of this tournament will start the new rankings of the season, 2-0. The losers of this tournament, that's going to be 0-2. So, not a great start.
And their opponent.
But do we really have to deal with this guy?
Not
Not yet. You may notice that we've invested in a smoke machine and some slightly better graphics this season. Does anyone know a good exorcist? I think the arenas are haunted. Well, anyway, the Shadow Beast, the Golem, the Simulacra, Ganba Dark, accompanied by... I don't know what he is. Not the leader, I don't think. The manager? Doesn't seem like he does a lot of business deals. Well, accompanied by Gisei, and of course Spring Tiger on the other side of the Forge. 15 minutes on the clock standard. AWL rules in effect. Victory by pinfall, submission, knockout, disqualification, or countout advance you in the tournament. In the event of a time limit draw, we would go to an average of win-loss records between the individual overall careers of the wrestlers involved. And I believe in this situation that would actually favor the Tiger Brothers, as Black Tiger Justice, one of the top win-loss records in the league at the moment, as a matter of fact. Just double-check my list here. He's officially with AWL Strong and Free, though as Grand Champion he can float to any brand he likes. Black Tiger Justice, 60-33 career win-loss record, putting him at a plus 27 just as an individual. Tiger Mask 3, on the other hand, 41-30, so plus 11. That's definitely in the positive zone. Ganba Shadows, who had a lengthy reign as tag team champions as well, only plus 7. 21-14, putting them at plus 7, and that means that in the event of a time limit draw, that would favor the Tigers. Tiger Mask 3 looking for, an extremely modified Hurricane Rana there, and that's what Tiger Mask 3 is all about. He's about innovation. It's about taking the Tiger style and moving it up to the next level. We've seen incredible innovation from him, though that attempt at a Hurricane Rana not successful with the powerbomb counter of Ganba's Shadow. Now, the Shadow is not quite as powerful as Ganba Dark, so I've seen people pick out of their version of Akama no Tsubasa, the Wings of the Devil, finishing maneuver. But it's very, very rare. And I understand that Tiger Mask 3 has spent a good chunk of... Oh, nice famouser. Tiger Mask 3 has spent a good chunk of the season studying tape of the rest of the roster, hoping to, as he said, beat his opponents at their own game. Tag made into the reigning AWL Grand Champion, who has had an impressive 5 victories as the Grand Champion. And that means it's time to start talking about records. And that's the current record of title defenses for a single reign, currently at 10. He's halfway there. And I don't know, it could happen, but he's got, hang on, 1, 2, you notice that recent upgrade that we've got the numbers now displayed on the screen in real time. Marvelous technology here at the AWL. Tag made to the other shadow of Ganba Hishi Dark. Irish whip off of the ropes. Oh, big stomp! And these things are not human. As I was saying, before we can talk about the V10 record, Black Tiger Justice has a date with his own senpai, his own sensei, actually. That is Tiger the Dark, of Tiger Mask Double fame. He won the #1 Contenders ladder match at the season finale last season, so the first title match for the Grand Championship this season is going to be Tiger on Tiger violence. Intergenerational battle with the biggest prize in animated wrestling on the line. Tonight it's all about the Tag Team Championship. Right now the Augments, Dr. Jigoku's bastardizations of the Mad Sciences, have total tag team domination of the AWL. They control the World Tag Team title and the Joshi title. The tag made to Tiger Mask 3, who again, record-setting tag team title holder, but right now getting just overpowered by Ganba Hishi Dark. The Tiger Brothers are in fact 2-time AWL World's Tag Team Champions. The Ganba Shadows 1 time, and it was the Ganba Shadows that ended the record-length title reign of the champion of the Tigers. Ganba Shadows defeating the Tiger Brothers for the World's Tag Team titles at AWL, I believe it was 382 is when we had that. Big shot there. That has got to be wrong. I'm just looking at my records. It says that, yeah, I've got some details wrong on the records here. I'm not sure when the Tiger Brothers actually won their belts. I'll have to. I think it may have been. I think it was 60. Put that there.
Open kick. 5 minutes. 5 minutes pass.
15-minute time limits here. We don't want to see a time limit draw. We've had that happen in the Forge Before tournament. It caused a cluster mess. Irish whip, off of the ropes. Oh, nice back. It was a forearm or a back elbow, I'm not sure. Cravat, off the ropes again. Drop kick, single leg drop kick right to the temple. I don't know if shadow golems have the same basic anatomy as a human being. I think the arm was actually under the ropes there, but the referee didn't see it. As they're out to the, they say that wrestling came from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear. Well, that's the smoke of the forge, the fires of the crucible of combat. It's hot, blooded, burning heart action here in the AWL as the AWL Grand Champion flies through the air with the greatest of ease, taking down his opponent. But right now he's got nobody to tag. Tiger Mask 3 barely moving. Right hand. And he's going for... Is he going for Akuma no Tsubasa himself? Yes, he is! Akuma no Tsubasa! Using the weapons of the enemy against him. 1-0. And that's the thing. I don't think the Shadow Beast would have kicked out of the Wings of the Devil. Black Tiger Justice, of course, from the Black Tiger Dynasty. That means he has the ability to use the weapons of the dark side. Irish whip into the neutral corner now with 8.5 minutes on the clock, a little under that. We've seen this, the Reaper's side, the shotgun drop kick, execution style. And the head of the champion going into the bottom turnbuckle, and here's a shadow of the real deal, Akuma no Tsubasa! Knock out! Ganba's shadow has pinned the AWL Grand Champion. Ganba Hishi Dark already in the best 4. This could only elevate the pit.
Down the
We will see both of these teams again. Ganba Shadows in the grand final, and the Tigers in the third place match. We must determine all 4 ranks of the AWL Best 4 for the tag team division tonight. Up next, Yokai Butai, trying to come back from a painful defeat, face off against a team that they are intimately familiar with. Ultramantis Black's Beasts and Yokai had a months-long feud with Giant Skills last season. Or was it the season before? Time is a circle.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the Forge the War tournament. Now entering the Forge, making their way to the ring, from the realm of the Yokai and Shinomori, accompanied by Ultramantis Black, Yokai Kitsune, the Great Tanuki, Yokai Butai.
Yokai Butai, it took forever to get a clean win over Giant Skills. There were disqualifications abound in that feud. Tonight, disqualifications are in effect and you can advance in the tournament on a DQ win. And all 5 participants in this match, including the manager Ultramantis Black, are well aware of that.
And their opponents entering the Forge, fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, and the land of the giants, the tag team combination of Kyoji Kobayashi and the reigning and Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, the Prince of the Pinfall, Izumi Ryuji. Together they are Giant Skills.
Your eyes do not deceive you, that height differential is absolutely real. You've heard of little and large tag teams over the years. The Hart Foundation, Enzo and Cass, basically anybody who ever teamed with Andre the Giant will meet the modern incarnation of that. Kyojin Kobayashi, Giant Kobayashi, and Hifumi Ichini-san 1, 2, 3, the Prince of the Pinfall, and the only man to actually defend that title successfully last season. Shirake Kitsune versus the Prince of the Pinfall for Giant Skills. 15 minutes on the clock, bang a gong, we are on. Collar and elbow tie-up to start us off. Ew, back kick out of the wrist lock. Irish whip. Oh, knee! Pull back right into the knee, increasing your opponent's momentum. Brilliant. Now both these teams representing AWL Hontai. Taking a look at the win-loss records here that are relevant. The Great Tanuki, currently at 10-6 for ratio of +4. Shirake Kitsune, 11-5, ratio of +6. That gives him an average of +5. Kyojin Kobayashi, 25-18, +7. And Hifumi Ryuji, oh, that's interesting, 24-29, -5. So that would actually put the Yokai at the advantage should there be a time limit draw. Now, I don't know if these wrestlers have done the wrestle maths necessary to know that going into this. I believe Ultramantis Black has. Because if there's one thing Ultramantis Black is known for, it's for his intelligence. Maybe not necessarily his long-term planning, but he is known for being the thinking man's wrestler. He's made some mistakes over his career. Let's just put it that way, BDK. 13 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Right hand kick to the midsection. DDT. Can he pin you with a DDT? Yes, he can. But fortunately for Shirake Kids, going up top, this is not... No, that's not what the IC champion usually does. Not his style. Oh, bit of sneaky style by the Great Tanuki, avoiding the blows of the Intercontinental Champion. German suplex, and of course if you were to pin the IC champion, well, we're always looking for new challengers, aren't we? Especially if you're on AWL Hontai, where that is the exclusive Contenders title. DDT to the legal giant. And see, you can pin someone off a DDT. That's how that works. And of course, the great Tanuki, a little bit of a new look this season. Mostly because fur textures are a bitch to make work on this game. But it was not unknown for the great Kabuki to wrestle in full gi, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. So why not the great Tanuki? Hard shot into that nice rounded ring post. Oh, and I think he hit his knee badly on the way down. And that's how you deal with somebody in the corner, Hifumi Ryuji. You bring him in the hard way. Collar and elbow. And Hifumi Ryuji needs to get his wits about him and get out of there before the ref starts making the DQ 5 count. And he does so, luckily enough. Meanwhile, in the neutral corner, the overhand chop, the Kikos-on chop misses. Boot to the face. Clubbing blow, but only takes the great one down to a knee. But this, oh yeah, you're flat on your back after that. Claw slam as well. And the great Tanuki known to use a claw holder too of his own. What is this going to be? That's, oh, above the waist, above the belt, says the referee. That's good. A practitioner of sneaky style does not mean necessarily that you cheat. The sneaky style and the fox style of professional wrestling on display here. Ooh, hard shot into the stomach. Collar and elbow tie-up by the giant, trying to use that power advantage. No, escape out the back. German suplex attempted, but transitions into a Russian leg sweep. One. This is not going to be good. Whenever no, he's got the Tanuki's claw hold. The Tanuki's claw sinking into the flesh of the giant and has to be broken up by Hifumi Ryuji. That was not going to be a pinfall. That was going to be a submission victory. As both legal men now playing a bit of cat and mouse here. Oh, the great Tanuki showing off a little bit. The legal combatants are Tanuki and the Giant. This man Mountain back in the ring as we're about a third of the way through the time limit. Hard forearm strike by the great Tanuki, and I think, is he ready to make a tag? No. Ultramantis Black says keep going, but a spear from Hifumi Ryuji, this could be a strategic mistake. Big splash! Fortunately for Tanuki, he was tail up. And again, I've said it before, Hifumi Ryuji doesn't like to fly, and that's why does his Ric Flair impersonation. Boot to the midsection, collar and elbow tie up, into the vertical suplex. Drop down, front suplex. Make him think he's going back, and you drop him on his front. Tag made to the Fox style. Kitsuneke Puroresu, the spear into a cover from the Prince of the Pinfall. 1, 2. Ultramantis Black looking on with confidence in the ability of his men. Well, his entities, let's call them. DDT. Shirake Kitsune in trouble coming up, and big splash. Going around into the, overhead wrist lock. The grappler versus the striker. Fox-style pro wrestling, as we have come to learn. Wait a minute. Unmei no Chikara. Into Kyubi Nejire. The 9-tailed twist. Kyubi Nejire. 1 broken up, and that was 3. That would have been a 3 count if not for the salvation of the giant, throwing Tanuki around. All 4 wrestlers in the ring now, 1 in, 1 out. The referee's got to get some control over this. We've got about 8 minutes on the clock. This is the type of tag team action you can expect each and every week from the Animated Wrestling League. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you enable notifications so you never ever miss a show. Our preseason will be ending shortly, and we will return to the Battle Zone and the AWL Arena in due course. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Both men still jockeying for position this late in the contest. Big knee drop right across the throat. As Tanuki returns to the corner, Hifumi Ryuji needs to make a tag here. He is in big trouble. He kicked out of one. Well, no, he was broken out of one QB Nejire. I don't think he will get out of a second. But hang on, tag is made. Man, Hifumi Ryuji is out of it. He needs to start showing some intelligent defense, so the referee's going to call this. Middle rope. Ooh! Knee strike right to the back. The great Tanuki seemingly targeting the knee, targeting the back, I should say, of his opponent. Pull away from the ropes. What are we thinking here? Color no Butai up into a blue thunder bomb. Oh, but takes him down and boom! Knockout kick. Hifumi Ryuji is out of it. That was a weird kick. Let's take another look at that kick off of the knee of his opponent, sneaky style.
Here are your winners, Yokai, Butai.
The as ever unpredictable Great Tanuki stealing the deal for his team. And I know I've got the hiccups, I'm leaving that in, who cares? 2 matches to go, bronze medal match, and the grand final. See you there. Before we can get to the grand final, we have to have our bronze medal match, and we need to figure out, will the AWL Grand Champion or Intercontinental Champion be pinned or knocked out yet again? Great risk at many levels here in the Forge tonight.
The following third place match is scheduled for 1 fall in the Forge the Four tournament. Introducing first, accompanied by Stricken Tiger, fighting over the unified Stricken Tiger style. Item 3, and the reigning Amateur Wrestling League Grand Champion Black Tiger Justice. Together they are, the Tiger Brothers.
This is how much we value the tag team division here in the Animated Wrestling League. All 3 active singles champions have competed in the Forge the Four tournament. Grand Champion Black Tiger Justice, Intercontinental Champion Hifumi Ryuji. Yesterday it was the reigning Joshi Champion Amy Wade winning the whole thing. And of course the Canadian National Championship not currently having a title holder. It is currently vacant. We're going to be dealing with that sooner rather than later. Let's just leave it at that. But all active champions in this tournament to determine just the chance to face the tag team champions, to face the augments, to try to break tag team supremacy.
And their opponents, playing Tokyo, Japan, and the Realm of the Giants, Kyojin Kobayashi and the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion Hifumi Ryuji. Together they are Giant Skills.
It is said that the giant professional wrestler is rarely the skilled professional wrestler. I would argue that Kyojin Kobayashi gives lie to that assumption. Probably one of the most agile and the most athletic big men in the history of professional wrestling. And I mean big men as in his size. He's over 7 feet tall, folks. Do you remember when Big Show Paul White used to be able to do a kick up? Yeah. I think Kyojin Kobayashi is even more athletic than that. A true talent, if ever there was one, of course. Intercontinental Champion, enough said about his skill. So we may be looking at a potential Grand Championship match, an IC title cash-in down the line, well down the line. But right now it's about who's going to be the 3rd and 4th place in the AWL Best 4 Exploder Suplex, and notice how he rolls through with it. So he could go into a pinning predicament there if he chose. And now the abdominal stretch. Now you may think this is a submission move, and it can be. But Hifumi Ryuji can turn that into a pinfall if he needs to. Great take, great counter into a wheelbarrow DDT. Up, down, reversal, face first goes the Tiger. And he is deep in enemy territory. Giant Skills showing great tag team skill, cutting off the ring, keeping the Tiger on their side of the line. And of course, that's the hypotenuse of the 20x20-foot ring. We draw a diagonal line between the two neutral corners. That's your territory. You want to stay on your side of the line at all times in a tag team match, if possible. DDT. But unfortunately cannot maintain the control. The tag is made, and now we have the Intercontinental Champion and the Grand Champion one-on-one. But the referee's saying, let him get back in the ring. Let's go settle this fair and square. That is the referee's job. Bulldog. Or Bull Tiger, I guess. Is there such a thing as a Bull Tiger? I don't even know. Now working over the arm of Hifumi Ryuji. Oh, wait a minute! A stray kick takes out the referee. And it looks like he's not going to disqualify for that. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family has dealt with worse than that in his career. But I do believe that was an errant kick. That was accidental contact. Oh, here comes the Giant. Another match that I'd love to see for the Grand Championship. Going up, the bear hug. There's a few ways out of this. Can Black Tiger Justice manage it? No, but the interference, we now have all 4 men back in the ring. And now we've got all 4 men out of the ring. Belly-to-belly suplex. As Kyojin Kobayashi moving at ridiculous speed. What is this? Oh! Goes for the sleeper hold, gets countered out of it. The 20 count is in effect. I'll remind you that in the event of a count out, if one team is counted out, the other team gets the higher rank. In the event of a draw, that's a double count out, double disqualification, or a time limit draw, then it goes to the highest average individual win-loss record, and right now that favors the Tigers. Still to come, we've got the grand final of this tournament. It's the forces of evil versus the forces of considerably lesser evil. As it's going to be Yokai Butai versus Ganba Shadows. Halfway through the 20 count on the outside right now. Spring Tiger going to be offering advice. You know she's not allowed to physically interfere, though frankly she could. If we were allowed to do intergender wrestling, I'd love to see Spring Tiger chop down the Giant. I believe she absolutely could do that. Former Joshi Tag Team Champion herself. Ooh, hard shot into the stomach. 15. We need to get an ending here. One of these men needs to get back in the ring fast. 17. They can hear these calls. And there, both men barely beating the count. New Japan special for you. Ooh, inverted DDT by the Grand Champion. The man who's sought throughout his career to bring glory, honor, and prestige to the name Black Tiger, to make it known as a name for babyfaces in professional wrestling, and he has done that. You cannot escape justice, you can't escape the Black Tiger salt either, but it can be broken up by Hifumi Ryuji. Kick to the midsection. Black Tiger Buster! Into the cover, pulls the leg away from the ropes. 1, 2, and at 2.8. Tag team wrestling. Tag team wrestling. Yeah, this is tag team wrestling. This is what we love here in the Animated Wrestling League. Oh! We've got one of the most competitive tag team divisions in the world, in my opinion. We may not have as many tag teams as certain AEW promotions, but we certainly feature them. Third of the way through now. Great combination to take the Giant off his feet. And quick tags in and out by the I'd say most dominant tag team of recent years. World record holders for number of title defenses. We don't really care too much about how long your title reign here is in the AWL. We care about two things. Number of reigns and how many defenses in a single reign. Because that is the measure of a champion. How many times can you reach the top of the mountain, and how well can you stay there? Not necessarily how long, but how well. The tag is made. In comes Hifumi Ryuji. And wouldn't it be awesome if Tiger Mask 3 were to pin Hifumi Ryuji right here, right now, earn... Actually, no, wait a minute, he can't. He can turn an Intercontinental title shot because he's contracted to AWL strong and free. So I suppose a victory here would lock Tiger Mask 3 into the sixth-way scramble match for the vacant Canadian National Championship. That's going to be decided very, very soon, too. The Prince of the Pinfall nearly getting that 3, getting only to Fu. And going up, down! Dojin Kobayashi barely recovering at this point. Oh, never mind. Oh, beautiful! I was going for an Enzigiri. He turns into a Hurricane Rana. Going up, Taiga, Stuprecht, hold on! Way too close to the enemy corner of the bridge, very easily broken there. But a textbook execution of the Tiger suplex hold. 8 minutes and change on the clock, and no Chopu chops forever. And BTJ needs to get the heck out of here. And he does so right under the ropes. Hard shot to finish us off. Whip into the corner. Irish whip across the hypotenuse. Neutral to neutral. Back elbow escape by Hifumi Ryuji. Two very different styles, but I'd say very similar levels of skill in these two competitors. They say styles make fights. Well, skill level makes great fights. That sounded a lot better in my head. Tag made. In comes Black Tiger, Justice, Hifumi Ryuji, Grand Champion, Intercontinental Champion across the ring from each other, but only for a second as the Giant comes back in, and right now fatigue is a factor. Both of these teams have already wrestled one match tonight. They are having to mentally push through the pain, push through the exhaustion. They've already suffered the agony of defeat. So this is as much a mental game as it is a physical one at this point, in my opinion. And staggering back. Still able to get over the top rope, but not by much. BTJ needs a few minutes to rest. Is he going to get them? I don't... Oh! Almost gravity-defying handspring dropkick, and he gets no rest. The Tiger's switching in and out. And I think that's a bad strategy at this point, not only in the match, but in the night. Body slam! With some serious emphasis. Giant body slam. Okisaizu up. Dominate! No! The Dominator counter. Or the Dominator escaped, I should say. Oh! They collide mid-ring, but the Tiger's still standing. The champion's still on his feet somehow. Into the corner. Oh! Trying to wrench the arm, and that's actually a pretty good strategy. Take away the arm, you take away the Black Tiger Buster. Shot to the midsection. Oh, face first. Another vice grip. Enormous hands. Burying like a tennis ball. That happens to actually be a basketball. Oh, you heard that, right? Tell me you heard that. Tag made. And the IC champion, I think, wanting to prove he can beat the Grand Champion. But I think Giant Skills will take a count-out win here. And this is just to get to the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4. And to be fair, you want that, because if you're a number 4 and you lose one match, you're out. So a little bit of safety, a little bit of security also on the line here. Kick to the midsection. Oh! Enzigiri!
10 minutes passed.
Enzigiri as we enter the final third of the time limit. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Power bomb? He's not a... Oh, right into the crowd barricade. And of course, that's AWL staff, AWL trainees. Going absolutely nuts here. This is not open to the paying public. This is the Forge. This is sacred ground. This is the crucible of combat, where we burn away weakness, we burn away vulnerability, and we come out with the best tag teams in the world, the AWL Best 4. Ooh, snapping kick. Going up to the top rope, to the big... He's going for the Black Tiger Salt! And a knockout on the Tiger Salt! And the Grand Champion just knocked out the IC Champion. That was the first Black Tiger Salt, as ever, inescapable Black Tiger Buster. An excellent German suplex by the Intercontinental Champion. Tiger suplex hold, bad ring positioning, the only problem with that one. But in the end, it was the final Black Tiger Salt that did the deed.
Here are your winners, the Tiger Brothers.
And with that, the Tiger Brothers will take the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4 Giant Skills at number 4. And I think Hifumi Ryuji's going to have a date with the Great Tanuki for the IC title. Speaking of the Great Tanuki, he and Shiroke Kitsune have a date with the darkness. They're not the undefeated powerhouse they used to be, but still, with the leadership of Ultramantis Black, they have all the tools they need for tag team glory.
The following contest is the grand final of the Forge the Forge tournament. Introducing first, accompanied by Ultramantis Black, making their way from the realm of the Yokai, Shigemori, Shiroke Kitsune, the Great Tanuki. Together they are Yokai, Butai.
Yokai Butai defeated Giant Skills, putting an old feud behind them, I think, to get into this contest. And that was when the Great Tanuki knocked out the Intercontinental Champion. That's going to earn him a title shot in the future. So right now it's about the team. It's about the tag teams. Okay, we're going to have to listen to that guy again. Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Just shut up! They haven't won jack epic shit yet. Ugh. As the Shadow Walkers once again cast their spell. The dark powers of the pit on display here in the Forge. We're gonna do some Omeo stuff to just purify this place once these two are out of here. These three, I should say. And once again, it's going to be Shiroke Kitsune starting us off against one of the Shadows. Barrage of kicks to start us off, but a good backstep from the Master of Fox style, Kitsuneke Puroresu. This is your main event of the evening for the AWL #1 contendership to the tag team titles, currently held by the Augments, Project Tetsu and Jigoku Destroy. Hard right hand into the stomp. Tag made Shadow to Shadow. These things don't have individual names, don't have individual identities, don't have I don't think they have souls at all. Oh! How do they do that? That flying stomp. How do they get that kind of height? That's just ridiculous. They don't even have individual win-loss records. Stomp away at the elbow, going for like maybe the tricep there. I couldn't quite tell what he was. I don't even know. The Shadow Beast knew what he was aiming at there. The winners of this match will be the next to face the Augments. So it's going to be the Supernatural versus Super Science, one way or the other. I'm not going to lie, I'm rooting for the Beasts. I'm rooting for the Yokai. I'm rooting for the Spirit Folk. Ooh, over the top rope, down to the floor. As Ganba's Shadow holds the high ground. But Shiroke Kitsune showing great fighting spirit, not going to wait on the outside. Even though he knows it's gonna hurt, Dragon Screw. And he loves to twist his opponents around, looking, of course, eventually for Kyubi Nejire, his finishing maneuver. Twisting himself into the Unme. Kitsune Unme, apparently it's called. The Fox's Destiny. The Fox's Fate. Oh, back heel kick. Or back paw kick. And now the flurry of strikes, as we've come to expect. Uh-oh, Tombstone, neck break, Tombstone reversed into a traditional Tombstone pile driver. Taking you all the way to the other world. Tag made. And in comes the practitioner of sneaky style, sidestepping his opponent in the very first maneuver. Collar and elbow. As the Shadows try to control the field of play. Trying to cut that 20 by 20 foot ring in half. Irish whip. Oh! Double stereophonic, shall we say, shoulder tackles. And I'm pretty sure that's the legal Shadow in the ring. I trust senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family to know which Shadow is legal. And he's probably the only referee I would trust with that at the moment. Ooh, hard forearm strike right to the head. Literally boxing him about the ears. He's got big ears. Tag is made. Another tag Kogeki. This could be the difference between victory and defeat. The tag team attack. Oh, rebound. Into an elbow drop. Hit him coming and going. And going behind, Akama no Tsubasa, the wings of the devil, Isatsuwaza! Shiroke, you might want to get in here. 1, 2... No, he kicked out on his own. The Great Tanuki showing why he has the moniker The Great. As the fans once again cheering for Tag Team Wrestling. Corkscrew Brainbuster. They have well isolated the Great Tanuki. Is he going to make the tag? Yes, he does. Big, desperate diving tag to the white-furred fox. Hip attack escape. Snapmare into... What is he thinking? Oh, he's thinking the hard shot into the head. The tag is made. Here we go again. Collar and elbow, I think? No! Drop kick right to the knee! He took an arrow to the knee. Anyone still make that reference anymore? Alright, yeah. Okay, Shiroke Kitsune looking... He looks like he's out of it. Oh, yeah, okay, he's not defending himself. The referee has no choice but to call it. Putting up absolutely zero physical defense there. Take a look at it. He could have rolled out of that, but he didn't. I hate to say it, but he might be right. There's the AWL Best 4 as it currently stands. We got one more show in the preseason, and then we are into season 21. But for tonight, Korede Kimarida.